So, am I am I am I live? Oh, I am. I am so sorry. I did not realize that I was live already. I apologize. Hello, everybody. Whoops. I was working on technical difficulties, and I did not mean to start so early, but I guess here we are. Um, I'm seeing a little bit of freezing, but yeah, surprise indeed, Chad Ollie. I guess we'll go ahead and get started. I don't know. I'm very sorry that things started out the way that they did. Yep. Hello. There we are. All I was trying to do was just make sure that the video was good to go, and here we are. So I apologize. I'm a little bit flustered now. So surprise, I think, is the best way to put it in this case. I guess things have changed with the way that I do streams now. Tammy said we can hang while I get prepped. I'm pretty much ready to go at this point, but I feel bad that I started on such a weird, awkward, quiet note. But that being said, welcome into the first. This is my Bourbon Podcast live stream since like June, July of 2019. So I mean, it's been a hot minute. We're gonna, of course, let people kind of ease into this. I think that's the best way at this point to do it because I screwed up and I did not mean to hit stream now when I did hit the stream button. So yeah, sorry about that. Swan is here. Swan and Chad are both of our moderators for the evening. I'm sure that a couple more will be in here as well. But for anybody who is new to the channel, my name is Perry. I'm the host of This is My Bourbon Podcast. I am usually a little bit more put together than this, but I guess because I haven't done it in a hot minute, I'm a little bit rusty. So, well, done this live stream. I mean, so yeah, this is great. I'm very excited to be hanging back with you guys. Today I was turned into Blofeld by a dog. So yeah, if you see this nice little gash across my face, that's because I got scratched by a basset hound, and now I feel like a Bond villain. So there you go. Ryan Tarpey, hello there. Welcome into the chat. You asked, what are my thoughts on Joseph Magnus Triple Cask? I have not had that yet. I would love to try that at some point, but that's not something that is within my repertoire. So I'm sure I will say this again within the next few minutes. There's not a lot of you all in here at the moment. But at the current state of the channel, I am not at the point where I can accept super chats. So in lieu of that, my PayPal link is actually available below in the description of this video. So you just go down below the little blurb that I have put there, and you will see a link that tells you where you can actually donate to the show, donate to me, and actually more of that goes to me than doing super chats. So that is a great way to get questions or comments or anything into the show, and I really do appreciate that. I know that that plenty of shows have Super chats set up. Let me grab a swig of water here, too. Unfortunately, I do not. But I do appreciate everybody who is here. Brian said, what we lack in numbers, we make up in quality. Amen to that, my friend. I'm very happy that you and your lovely wife, Tammy, are both in here. So we're going to go a little bit easy as things kind of ramp up. Swan, let me ask you, my friend, or anybody, to go and share the link for this in any of our groups, whether it's on Facebook or Facebook Messenger or whatever, just so we can let people know that we're in here a little bit earlier than intended. I will share it on Instagram as well. I'm terribly, terribly sorry for the awkward intro to this. But we are live on YouTube right now, a little bit earlier than I had intended for it. But hey, folks on Instagram, tune in. See you guys over there soon. And that's my awkward way of letting people know that we are live. Trev Wilson, one of the handsomest men in the Blue Wrench community, is here to support the show. Appreciate you being here, Trev. Trev and I need to meet each other sometime soon. That's just something that needs to occur in the world. Oh man, I apologize for the rough start to the beginning of this stream, but I did not anticipate the awkwardness of me remembering how I do these on the regular, and here we are. Mike Meyer is here, Ryan Tarpey, of course. Trev said that's something that will happen, and I fully believe that you and I will see each other very soon, my friend. Okay. I let people come in here real quick, but I'll go ahead and say welcome back to the live streams after a very long hiatus. I'm super, super excited to get back in here and hang out with you guys again. I figured after last week's kind of trial run of the Patreon live stream, as well as the day of live streams that happened on Saturday, which was a wild success. And again, I can't say thank you enough to everybody who participated in that and watched everybody's streams. Yeah, it was amazing. So I figured that it was just kind of time. So we're back at it, and I'm ready to hang out with you guys every Thursday night and drink some bourbon and have a good time. So I am starting out in my brand new, by the way, because a few weeks ago I broke my original, but this is my Perry Port glass, courtesy of your friend of mine, Travis Gentz, and his lovely wife, Heather, or Heather. And yeah, I am just starting out with a regular old pour of Wild Turkey 101 because that's just how I feel like we needed to kick this off. So, Chad said, had so much fun. Can't wait to do that again. I hope Matt is okay. Matt is indeed okay. I have heard from Matt today, actually. So we don't have anything to worry about. But Matt from Whiskey Crusaders is alive and well. And yes, Pete McNeil. Hello, Pete. Welcome in. We're here, man. We're here. Gave a little cheers on the mic there. Trev said Saturday was a blast. Thank you. I'm just happy it worked out. That's it. I'm just happy that it was successful in any way, shape, or form, and it was awesome. It was really awesome. So we have a. Actually, let me check on this before I announce it. But there is another big live stream that is happening on Saturday. Again, courtesy of ADHD Whiskey, formerly known as ADHD Fishing, where we are having a little competition where we all try, and get ready for it, to eat as many Big Macs as we can. All right. But I'm now a part of that, and I'm definitely going to tap out at 3, but it's going to be a whole lot of fun. If you know Matt Porter, he has been on the show before. He is great. He is the guy behind Beagle Rare, and I have a lot of admiration for that guy. He does fantastic work in this community, and I can't wait to do that little group live stream. Brian said, I poured some Four Roses since I just had just had a bit of chocolate, and they pair so well. We'll talk about Four Roses here in a little bit, as well as on next week's episode. Pete said, I started with Turkey 101. I'm up to Booker's already. Oh, okay. There you go. Mike said he's sipping on some Pikesville. Very well done. Everybody keeps saying that Chad's got a Booker's baby or something. I don't know about that. Ryan said Scotch Test Tummies did this. Yes, they did. And I'm sorry. I apologize. I should have prefaced that. This was an idea that ADHD Whiskey had in lieu of the Scotch Test Dummies live stream that happened. So we're piggybacking off of, and also, working alongside them, I guess, to do something different. Also, I apologize if the screen format just changed a little bit. Still trying to figure some stuff out here. Smart money is on ADHD. Yes, I agree. Chad said the fact that you plan to eat 3 is impressive. I'm not sure that I will be able to make it through 3, but I would like to, just so I can put up some kind of a fight, but I have no idea whether or not that's going to happen. Brian said there was a day I might have been able to do 4 Big Macs, but now I bet I could only do 2. I had a question. I was wondering if whether or not we could do the small Macs, which are just the single patty burgers now, but I doubt that counts. And maybe if we did like the triple Big Mac, which is like 3 patties, we could do, I don't know, like that'd be worth 2 or 1.5 or something like that. I have no idea. Adam Terry is here. Hello, Adam Terry. A good friend of the show, of course. Eric Hansen is here. Hi, Eric. Tammy said, gotta know what the buttons do. Figured you know that by now. Yeah. Brian said, that sounds like cheating. Yes. Yeah, it does. Clifton said, my audio is doubled or something. I think that might be the reverb. Hold on, let me turn my audio down just a little bit. Does that help? I'm sure that helps, because every now and then it sounds like the reverb is coming back to hit me with a vengeance. But anyway, thank you everybody who is here for the very first live stream of, well, the renewal of the This Is My Bourbon podcast live streams. I know that we haven't done this in a hot minute, but I appreciate everybody being here. I am Perry, if you are new to the channel, or if you hopped on after this crazy live stream that we had on Saturday, which was a heck of a lot of fun. But I appreciate everybody being here. We're just going to hang out, have a good time, drink some bourbon, talk about what's going on in the world, try to ignore the fact that most of us are holed up at the moment. But yeah, I am not currently eligible for super chats on YouTube itself, but I do have a link in the description below to my PayPal account. So if you would like to send super chats just in a slightly different way, you can do that. It is, again, down in the description below. I'll answer questions, comments, anything. If you want to send a private donation to the show, I will read out your public-ish comment here. So that's it. I'm going to finish up my little pour of Turkey 101 here. Which was not as little as I thought it was going to be. Whoop. Don't know where my water went. Oh, man. Okay. Well, it was a lot. Yes, Mike. It was more than I was expecting, for sure. So, how about the whiskey that we reviewed on this week's episode? The Russell's Reserve 10-year 90 proof America small batch, which I think is great for an everyday sipper. Especially in these trying times where you were, worried about whether or not you can save enough whiskey for the next few weeks or months, or who's to say? Brian Brennicky with the very first super chat of the episode. He said, just breaking the pseudo super chat ice. So thank you, Brian. Cheers to you, my friend. That's how we're going to do super chats for at least now. But appreciate you. But again, if you would like to send super chats, it is via PayPal right now for the show, and that is down below in the description of this video. So yeah. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Clifton is indeed here. Clifton is going to be going live on his channel right after me. That's going to start at 9:30, and I'll be hopping over there to hang out with you guys as well and see what's going on. And I'm sure we're going to have a great time together. Adam Terry is having some Willet XCF, which is a rye aged in Grand Marnier barrels. I would like to try that, Adam Terry. Yeah. Trev said, just getting a quick pump in my room. This gym closing thing is killing me. Oh, okay. You mean you're working out a little bit. Yeah. Pete McNeil said, I have enough to stay drunk for 5 years. Yeah, I think we probably all do, but here we are. I'm sure some of us are going to run out sooner rather than later. I mean, I don't want to, but we might. But I don't want to. But we might. Clifton said, I play... that's not any... That, yeah. Dustin said, is this 2019? It may as well be. We're going to party like it's 2019 and drink bourbon and do live streams together, I guess. So Brian is saying that amidst the coronavirus outbreak, their liquor stores are all staying open and just added curbside service. I love that, and I actually just got a notification earlier that our some of our restaurants are doing delivery on alcohol as well, which is amazing, and I love it. So, yeah, Joseph Brazo is in here. Hello, Joseph. Eric Jansen is having some Old Ezra barrel strength. Very nice. Everybody's welcoming Joseph in. Matt from Whiskey Crusaders, who is alive after Saturday night's roundtable live stream, which resulted in him being told to get off the stream by his wife, is here. Hello, Matt from Whiskey Crusaders. ADHD Whiskey, Matt Porter, who has been on the show before. If you have not listened to that episode, he is the mastermind behind the Beagle Rare Project. So check him out. Check out that episode. Matt, I love you. Glad that you're here. Donnie, the Linux Cat, who is another one of our moderators, is here as well. He said, hey, hey, hey. Chad Hawley said, a few whiskey bars around me that have closed are just selling bottles at curbside. At curbside is what I meant there. So, I mean, you could probably get a good discount on your daily pour, just in case. Joseph Brazo said he is eating toilet paper and drinking hand sanitizer. Aren't we all at this point? Man, I am so happy to see you guys in here. This is just amazing. I've missed doing these streams. I've missed hanging out with you guys and chatting about what's going on in the world and in our glasses. But I think this is the right time for us to do this. So, Matt from ADHD Whiskey said, "Love you more." Yeah, we'll see about that. Dustin said, "Need a pour. Question is what? How about a turkey? Since I'm going with this Russell's 10-year 90 proof small batch, which is so good." Hey, if anybody could do me a huge favor, since I am in the middle of streaming, and share the link for the stream to Facebook or Twitter or whatever, that would be fantastic. I would really appreciate it. I know that there are some people who need to get in here. And one of them just popped up, who is Christian de Grave, who's a good friend of the show, just hopped in. Donnie said we need to get This Is My Bourbon podcast to 1,000 subscribers next. Absolutely, I would love to get to 1,000 subscribers, but at the same time, I like doing the super chats via PayPal, which it gets a little bit more money to me. But again, I cannot do super chats on my stream, but the alternative is in the description below. You just use that PayPal link or use my PayPal email to send super chats, and then I will read them out here and answer your questions or respond to your comments. So yes. Mike said, haven't had the Russell's Reserve 10-year yet. Just the single barrel store picks, which I love. I love them too. They're still one of my favorite bourbons of all time. But this, if you are looking for a great everyday $30 bottle of bourbon, this has 100% replaced Henry McKenna for me. This is delicious. That's all I'm going to say. I just want you guys to try it for yourself. Well, Matt, only moderators can share a link in the chat, but outside of the chat, other people can share the link. If you guys have not, please. Oh, ADHD Whiskey figured it out. Sorry, buddy. If you have not, I know that there are a few of you all in here, but please hit the like button if you're not a subscriber to the channel as well. Please feel free to subscribe. That would be fantastic. Thank you guys. I know Donnie and Christian just shared the link to this live stream. Appreciate y'all. That's awesome. Clifton said, gotta drink some bourbon during your stream to make up for drinking Jack Daniels on mine. I do not have Jack Daniels to drink during your stream, Clifton, but will some George Dickel suffice? Because I do have a little bit of the old Dickel juice to sip during that time. Joseph said he finds the Russell's Reserve 10 to be pretty forgettable. Maybe I just got a good bottle. Maybe I just had a really, really good blend of barrels. Who's to say? Pete shared to Bourbon Blind. Thank you, Pete. Appreciate you. Chad Hawley shared in Whiskey Tribe and Bourbon Junkies. Thank you, my friend. Jack Daniels single barrel proof is awesome, said Donnie. Yes. I do. I really like that. It's pretty daggum good. Clifton said to have a few special editions of Jack Daniels, but Dickel is just as good-ish. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. So let's talk a little bit about what's been going on with the show since the last time that I did live streams. And I know that some of you all are here because you listen to the show regularly on each Wednesday of the week. Pete said, "I need bacon. I would love some bacon, Pete. I have no problem with bacon. Yeah. Anyway, so this week we released the maybe one of the last few episodes to come out in the studio for a while because we are officially moving to remote recording for the time being. Curtis Swan and I are each going to be recording in our own homes. And I will be feeding that into my recorder and we'll be releasing that. But unfortunately, we just feel like it's best for us to stay at a distance for a bit so that we can, at the very least, try to prevent some of the spread of the virus. Eric Jansen, I'll come back to what I'm saying, sent the next PayPal super chat. He said, "Thanks for all you do, Perry, and my last name is pronounced Jansen, not Jansen. Yes, I know, but you will always be Eric Hansen to me." Also, super chat from Christian de Greve. He said, "Keep on keeping on, Perry. Love you, bud." Hey, man. Love you, too. Once again, if you want to send your super chat, you can do so down below with the link or via my email, which is pritt78@gmail.com. I just am not able to accept them here on YouTube yet because I'm not to 1,000 subscribers as of this moment. But yeah, that's it. I appreciate everybody who sends in super chats, and we'll be sure to read them out on the show here. Bourbon Junkies is here. He said, "What's up, everyone? About to put my little dude to bed, then I'll be back. Welcome in, Bourbon Junkies." As you can tell, I like to pronounce J's with the Y. Anyway, so we are very quickly moving to doing remote recordings, which is not my favorite thing in the world, but I am happy that we can still continue to do the show. I don't want to have to cancel doing the show because of quarantining. That's just as simple as it gets. So we're going to keep it up as long as we can. I want to do something special as well, and feature you guys, the listener, as much as I can. I want to do what I'm going to call the quarantine series, or the Bourbon Teen series. Nah, not a fan. Donnie said, if you can record if Sinatra could record a record remotely, you can do a podcast remotely. I mean, thank you. I appreciate that, but I don't know if doing a podcast is the same as being one of the best singers in the world, or ever, not just the world. But we might be lagging just a little bit on the play, but I apologize for that. Don said he is still working, but he's just listening. Cheers. Appreciate you, my friend. Donnie said we got some buffering. I apologize for that. Um, I think the storm's just about to roll in, so we'll be okay. But anyway, yeah, I think the three of us is going to be just fine in terms of recording the podcast from here on out. Well, from here on out for as long as we can go, just to try to preserve health and everything. So I'm happy that we have this option. Would I prefer to have everybody in the room while we record? Yes, absolutely. This might be a good opportunity for me to reach out to other people as well and get some new guests on the show, because I know that we're all going to be holed up and wanting to talk to other people. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I want to talk about one thing too. I talked about this a little bit on last week's Patreon live stream, but I understand that times are tough right now. But I would ask for those of you who are on the Patreon to continue supporting the Patreon as much as you can. I am taking a big cut in income, as I know many of us are, by not being able to do bourbon tours, by not being able to go to distilleries and show people around the bluegrass. And it's not a hugely significant amount, but it is something that definitely helps us, myself and my wife Lucy, from month to month. So if you can continue to be a patron of the show during this time, it's patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast. You can support it for as little as $1 a month. $5 a month gets you bonus content. But otherwise, I thank you, everybody who continues to support the show. That's it. Yeah. John Kirkpatrick, who is here for the first time. That's the last of the me talking about stuff going on, by the way. John Kirkpatrick, who is new to the show in general, I believe. He said, thanks to Pete for sharing in the Bourbon Blind group, and glad to join into listening. Appreciate you being here, man. Whew. Tammy said, send Perry cash, send Lucy wine, LOL. Yeah, if you can't be a patron, one-time donations, like doing super chats via PayPal, is a great way to do that. The description for super chats, well, the link for super chats through PayPal is in the description below of this video, and that's a great way to send in questions, comments, and everything. But yeah. Chad said, I'm lucky enough to work for a hospital. Sorry to hear, Perry. Thank you, Chad. I appreciate that. It's very hard when you work in the hospitality industry, or when you work for, when you work for an hourly wage. So it'll be okay. It'll be fine. I know it's going to be okay. I'm looking forward to the future. But it is what it is. So I want to try this. Everybody's saying that there's some buffering issues. I don't want to. Are you guys okay with buffering issues? I don't want to screw up the stream or anything. I mean, I'd like to. I don't want to switch over to the 5G on our network. All right, I'm gonna try it. Maybe it's gonna work. Oh, I think it might have. I think it might have actually come through. Ooh. Did it work? Did it work? I think we might be okay. See, this is what's okay. All right. See, we're fine. We're fine. I was really, really worried that was gonna just totally knock me out, and you guys wouldn't be able to see me any longer. So, Tammy said I'm okay. Perry bore every time there is buffering. Some lag. Okay, I can live with lag. Yeah. Okay. I think. Yes. Chad Hawley has sent a super chat as well. He said, "Big Mac Fund." Thank you, Chad Hawley. gonna need that. Guys, Russell's Reserve 10-year. If I can turn it towards the camera the right way. This is a very good bottle of bourbon. I gave it high praise on this week's episode. Go check it out. $30 a bottle. Hard to pass up. I know that Joseph Brazo doesn't feel like that, neither does Matt from Whiskey Crusaders, but I sincerely believe that I probably got a good bottle. But Chad Hawley said it's underrated. I can't find a laser coat anywhere either. Or I would have tried to entice you guys. So I figured that Pete McNeil said spank that bottom. I did the same with this George Dickel bottle. I figured I'd get a little bit warmed up for Clifton's live stream, which is happening right after mine. Sorry. Robert Warren said, very good for 90 proof. I agree. I think that the Russell's 10-year is a very delicious bottle of bourbon. So I'm going to have a little bit of Tennessee juice to get ready for Clifton's live stream, which is not happening for a little bit. But, got time to warm up and everything. Donnie said, Perry, what are your thoughts on Dickel? So many haters out there. I think Dickel is pretty okay. I don't think that it has a lot to offer, but whatever. I think it's whatever. Honestly, my dad is here, Papa Ritter. He said simply, "I'm here." Hello, Papa Ritter. Yeah, you guys show Dad some love. He has some really good episodes of the show as well. It's always fun hanging out with him and talking about bourbon. So. This George Dickel single barrel smells like a moldy cigar. Donnie said, have you had some of the single barrel picks? Quite a few are not typical profile of Flintstone vitamins. I don't think that I have, but everything that I have had from Dickel has just been okay. I mean, legitimately, I've just been bored with it. If somebody has something that I should try, then please let me know. I will say the taste isn't horrible. I think it definitely maintains the tobacco notes that I was picking up on the nose, but yeah, just not great. Dad, I'll bring this over for you to try here soon. It's different. It's different. It's not a bourbon. It's a whiskey with no E. It is chill filtered, and apparently it's a smooth sipper. Sure, whatever. It's 103 proof. And it's also a 9-year-old whiskey. So, yeah. Pete said, I just can't do the Dickel juice I've tried. I can't really do it either. Clifton said, to be fair, I've never had a Dickel barrel pick. I've heard they were pretty good. It's good, but not amazing. But it's also pretty much fine. So, yeah. Where'd that go? Clifton said, Dickel 13-year bottle to bond ruined the brand for me except the rye. The Dickel bottle to bond is bland. Bland indeed. Have I tried Horse Soldier? I have not tried Horse Soldier, but I would be more than happy to try that. Chad Hawley asked me, but have I had it in New Orleans? No, I have not had it in New Orleans. I don't have a Norlin on hand, or I would be sure to try that. Brian said, drinking a 2017 store pig of Weller 107 now. Need to open one of this year's NCF bottles to compare. Let me know how that turns out, buddy. I just saw that we had a new subscriber to the channel, Corey Matthey. Corey, thank you so much for subscribing. If you are in here right now, welcome in. Appreciate you, buddy. Dad said, throwing this out to everyone, we love you all and hope during this crazy time we're all doing good. I will echo that sentiment. I hope that everybody is holding on, and yeah, it's wild out there, but I think we're gonna be okay. I think we're gonna be all right. Eric said, Dickel 14-year picks are great, but that bottle of bond is awful. Fair enough. Pete said, message me. I'll send it. Pete, I might just have to do that. Chad said that was a joke. Still tastes like crap, just in a Norlin. All right, Norlin crap. Pete said, welcome to the dark side. Dad welcomed Corey in as well. Happy to have everybody in here. Gonna grab a sip of water. So, I want to talk about the live streams for the next few weeks, because I know that things are going to get kind of different or crazy. I want to do this for you guys first and foremost. So whatever you all want to see, let me know. If you want to see me recording episodes, I think that would be great. If you just want me to hang out and take questions, also great. Don't mind that at all. Sitting here like we are right now, responding to questions, comments, and just in general having a good time, I think that's totally fine. But I want to kind of cater this, not to nudity, Joseph Brazo, as much as I would love to share that with you. I want this to be for everybody, and I know that we have things planned for the show. We definitely have some options out there, like as I was mentioning earlier, the quarantine series, or whatever we're gonna call it, where I chat with some of you guys and talk about what it's like having to, hang out and not communicate with our fellow whiskey drinkers. Dad said he'd record with me. I would love for that. Brian said we've just been so crazy getting folks working from home to support slowing the spread. That's one of the reasons that we're recording the show remotely for a few weeks. I cannot, in good faith, do something like a podcast and risk the spread of a disease like this. So we're going to be careful for the time being. And Curtis and Swan and I are going to record in our own spaces, but everything is going to continue as normal. And that's it. So, whatever you want to see from these live streams, please shoot me a message. This is mybourbonshop@gmail.com, at mybourbonpod on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Or you can send me a message here on YouTube, and I'll be happy to respond to it. Steven Sussman is here. Hello, Steven. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Get over those antibiotics soon, or get done with those antibiotics soon. Mike said Swan and I could do some blind tastings. It would have to be in separate locations, but we could definitely do that. Joseph said, so getting your dad sick is okay, but not Swan. Dad would be recording remotely as well. So, Donnie has not left the house since last Thursday. The traffic sounds like it is down. I live near a red light, so I can judge activity by the car stopping and going. Pretty awesome. That's really funny. Trev Wilson said, hit that like button. Please, everybody, hit that like button. Share with your friends that we are live right now. Would love to have more people in. Is that a Monica Willits that I see in here? Oh my gosh, Monica. Welcome in to the first live stream of the return, I guess. Are we going to call this a return or a comeback? I won't call it a comeback. Who's going to call it a comeback? Not me. I wouldn't do that. Nobody would do that. Especially not me. Nobody could have predicted a comeback. So, Monica, anyway, thank you so much for being in here. Great. Chad said, apparently my normal lifestyle had a name this whole time. Quarantine. Monica said, Perry, my favorite live, equal with Cliffy. Yes. Thank you. Greg Failer, I am not Perry Ritter on Venmo. I am at PRITT78 on Venmo. So that is another great way for you to send live or super chats if you would like to do that. Let me check real quick. If you are on Square or Venmo, it should be PRITT78 if you would like to send in a super chat. And it looks like that is correct. Yes. I will include those in the descriptions of these episodes in the future. But that is another great way to donate to the show or to send in super chats. So thank you all so much. Thank you, Greg, for asking about that. I really do appreciate you trying to find another way to donate to the show. Yes. The return. I like that. The sequel, also good. L.A. Cool J would call it a comeback. Fair enough. Brandon Weiss is here. I am going to call you Brandon Weiss. He said, evening, everyone. Donnie said, this is your defiance of the COVID-19 pandemic. I am here. I am defying all odds, I guess, and going to continue to provide bourbon content for you lovely, fine people. Ian McMaster is here. He said he's at work. He just wanted to join in and say hello. Hello, Ian. Glad you've been here. Glad that you are here, regardless. Brandon said, you do you, boo-boo. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. The Defiance was definitely last Saturday. Yes, sir, it was. Chad Hawley. Last Saturday was bananas. Steven said, I love these live streams. It brings me back to a simpler time. Most certainly it does. It makes me feel like the world is okay. And we're going to be okay. You know what? That's the thing. We're going to be okay. Monica said, if we have to socially distance, let's do more hangouts. We will definitely do more hangouts here soon. Donnie said, has anyone heard from Cletus? How is he doing? I feel for him. I just heard from Cletus, actually, or Travis, for that matter. Dad said he was knocked off and can't get back on. I don't know why. That's very strange. That is very, very strange. Sorry, Dad. Watch the replay, I guess. I don't know. Steven heard from him last night. He said he was hanging in there. Yeah. Steven is also on some antibiotics, so he is not drinking with us tonight, but he is going to be downing some rare breed on Saturday, which I do not blame you for, my friend. Yeah. Monica said that Cletus has posted funny memes all day for her to laugh at. Cletus has done very well to support other people during this time. It has been really tough on him. This is Travis Gintz, who is a good friend of the show, of course. I don't want to say too much, but we are very happy to have... What am I trying to say? Love you, Travis? Is that what I'm trying to say? Clifton is going to have a dinner so he doesn't pass out during his stream. See y'all soon. Great stream, Perry. Thank you so much, my friend. Chad Holly, one of our moderators, is going to step away for a bit. It depends on when you get back. We might still be going. At the very least, we will be off of here by 9:30 so that Clifton can get his stream going. Which, by the way, we will all be hopping over to. Donnie, let's talk about that a little bit later, but that sounds pretty cool to me. So, yeah. Zopher's going to grab some dinner as well. Thank you, buddy, for being here. Steven said, what am I drinking today? I am at the moment drinking this George Dickel pick, which I actually got from Jason Newman and Natalie Herndon. So, not my favorite thing in the world, but still a good bottle of whiskey, I would say, at the very least. Dustin's getting all emotional. Dustin, pull it together, buddy. Pull it together. So, yeah. Monica's laughing about Dickel pick. In that case, I guess so am I. Greg, who was commenting earlier, did indeed send a super chat. Yeah, which I very much appreciate, my friend. Let me find something. I need to... Oh, here we go. Okay. Just hanging out. Just hanging out. No big deal. I figure that, we haven't done this in a while. Many things have happened since the last live stream. And, we may as well drink something special to commemorate the occasion. In this case, some Kentucky Ale Confiscated. Tammy Brennicky also sent in a super chat. She said, I see that light in your eyes again. Sorry, let my phone load. She said, I see that light in your eyes again. My heart is lightened by joining in the fun on the live streams too. Cheers, my friend. Tammy, cheers to you and Greg as well. Let me get you a little bit better cheers there on this bottle. Guys, thank you all so much. I appreciate you guys. I'm just happy to be back. I'm just happy to be doing this again. I love that that we're able to make this happen, and I know that for the time being we're going to make this as regular as possible. I hope that it will be consistent for the time being, but I hope you guys understand too that stuff gets in the way, but for now, we're going to make this a regular thing again. So thank you all so much for hopping back on after a few months of nothing. So, yeah. Let's see. Steven said, there we go, confiscated. Heck yes. Donnie said, click that thumbs up. Please, if you have not yet hit the like button. I know there's not a whole bunch of you in here just yet. But I would appreciate any likes on the channel if you have not yet subscribed either. I know that our podcasts are not automatically uploading to YouTube right now. Something's going on with Podbean because of that, but we'll figure that out sometime soon. Risky Behavior said, "How's the vibe in Kentucky?" The vibe in Kentucky is freaking awesome. It's pretty great, man. Pete said, "I for one missed you, Perry." I missed you too, Pete. Lilith, all the way from Brisbane, Australia, is here. Hello, Lil. So happy that you have joined us. Steven said, "Perry, can we do a bourbon and junk food snacks pairing?" I mean, we might be doing a bourbon and Pop-Tarts pairing here very soon, or bourbon and like, I don't know, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That'd be pretty good. Has anybody had? And if I had tips and bits for a live stream, which if you've not listened to the show, it makes no sense to you. The paper memo. I love you, Monica. Steven said Pop-Tarts are controversial. Fair enough. Can't remember what I was going to say. And Donnie said, "Hopefully it doesn't come to a bourbon and roadkill pairing." Yeah, fair enough. We'll see. We'll see here very soon. What a crazy way for us to get back into this live stream thing. Risky Behavior said, "One of the few times in life when people are envious of people with a big whiskey collection." Yes, indeed. Yes, we have plenty of whiskey here for you to try, Mr. Bond. You have many levels. They're all organized by distillery. I don't know why this is the voice that I'm using or the way that I am describing it for you. Tips and bits. Yeah. The tips and bits that I was gonna give. No clue. I can't remember what they were. Nope. Long gone. My brain just went just way gone. I mean, like I can't even I can't even try to recall it. Brian said, "So we're on season 2 of The Walking Dead." Good for you, Brian. Dustin said, "I've seen his cabinet. It's quite breathtaking. It's pretty good. Do you wanna see a little bit more?" Not that way. I mean, it's not. You're not getting the vast majority of it, but there are bottles on top, and some down there. But that's my luck. I never have done like a full tour of the studio. I should probably do that at some point. I really wish I could remember what that tips or bits were. Oh, live streams, I've missed you. I have missed you so much. It's been too long. Yeah. Risky Behavior is going to grab some food. I'll log back in after and enjoy some pours with the rest of you. Joseph said, "Is it called Big Blue or Old Blue?" This is... I'm going to go with Old Blue. I like that. Steven said, "You still have that old Heaven Hill Green label that smells like crushed crab apples." Yes, I do. Yes, I do, in fact. I do have that. And I might have a little pour of that to wrap things up. Monica asked, "Are we gathering if allowed end of April?" We are pushing the podcast meetup to later on in the year. I don't know exactly when just yet, but we originally had planned for it to be April 24th, which was a Friday. I just cannot in good conscience get a big group of people together and do that. So we will do it in the future. Lil is suggesting September. I'm open to September. We will talk about it here very soon. But April right now is unfortunately out of the question. So I can't, even if you are not directly in contact with somebody who has been exposed to it, you are 2 to 3 people away from somebody who might have been. So at this time, I can't do it. So that's it. That's it for now. I wanted to make this happen in April, but not the right time, man. Not the right time, unfortunately. And that's all I can say. You know, I miss you guys so much. I miss hanging out with y'all. The listeners of the show, the viewers of these live streams, I guess, you know, y'all are what make the show so special. Make all this so special. So we will very, very soon. We'll make it happen. We will make it happen. All right, I'm gonna hop off here. I know that some of you guys have really been only on here for about 50 minutes, but I've been going for about an hour on accident. So I will see you guys over on Clifton's live stream. So thank you all so much for being here for the first of the return. This is fantastic. I can't wait to hang out with you guys every Thursday night for the foreseeable future. Thank you all so much for hopping on here, hanging out with me. That's all I can say. Follow the show at My Bourbon Pod. You can become a patron of the show. This is My Bourbon Shop. Or nope, Bourbon. Wait, what is it? Patreon.com/My Bourbon Podcast. For as little as $1 a month, but at $5 you get bonus content. So, yeah, if you would like to do a after show, super chat, something like that. I feel like I'm going on Jeff Cold. If you'd like to do a post show super chat, the link for that is down below in this description. That is it. Thank you all so much. I will see you very, very soon. But until then, I'm Perry, and this is My Bourbon Podcast live stream on YouTube. Yeah, that's it. Bye, guys.